Hi, Ingrid. It's so nice to finally meet you.
Mom, I'm just heading to the bathroom for a second. I've been holding it in all day and I'm desperate. Can you take my bag for a second?
Yes, of course.
Please don't interrogate Connie whilst I'm gone. You're going to scare her off.
I won't. Don't you worry. Now hurry up and go pee before you wet yourself. I'm sure you already know this, but that son of mine does tend to worry a lot. Anyway, thank you for coming today, sweetheart. I really appreciate you coming all the way out here. Oh, it was fine, really. There weren't that many cars on the road, so it was a very smooth drive. That's good. You see, nobody ever wants to come out here. That's why. I hate constantly hearing the sound of cars, so I wanted to move somewhere a little quieter, and that's how we ended up here. Ah, I see. Anyway, come on in. Make yourself comfortable. My husband had something come up today, so it's just me at home right now, I'm afraid. It was quite a sudden thing, so that's why we couldn't warn you in advance. I'm so sorry about that. Oh, it's fine. I'm sure there will be plenty of other opportunities for me to meet him. You have the air of a troublemaker about you, you know. Excuse me? Oh, well, it's just that you seem to have mastered the art of talking politely to an older person so well that it's almost suspicious. Most young people are quite crude these days and don't bother to go out of their way to speak nicely to their elders. Oh, well, thank you for saying that. Can I ask what it is you do for work? I work at the local municipal office. Ah, so you're a civil servant. Yes, I'm a civil servant who works in social welfare. So your pension is all sorted then? Yes, I suppose you could say that. Our family isn't exactly rich, but we're doing okay for ourselves, I think. You could say that we're just about scraping by as middle class. I see. But I suppose you have heard a little about our family's financial situation from my son. Yes, I have. Then I won't say any more on the matter. If my family were exceptionally wealthy, I wouldn't have been so particular about my future daughter-in-law. Sorry? In fact, I don't want our family's financial situation to deteriorate just because we've brought someone new into the family. That's why I want my daughter-in-law's family to meet at least the minimum standards. Oh, I see. I think I have an idea of what you're talking about. Thank you for being so understanding. I wasn't trying to upset you or anything. I just wanted things to be clear between us. After all, marriage is not just between two people. It's between two families, isn't it? Yes, I suppose you're right. Feel free to ask me anything you like. What is it that your parents do? My dad, unfortunately, is suffering from lung cancer, so he is currently receiving treatment. Sadly, it's terminal and he lives permanently at the hospital now. My mom used to run a restaurant, but now she cares for my dad full-time. Ah, I see. And your dad used to run this restaurant with her? Yes, they were running the restaurant together. And how about your brothers and sisters? I'm an only child. Have you ever studied abroad? No, I haven't. You do know that my son studied abroad, don't you? Yes, I know that he did a year at a prestigious university in France when he was in college. Yes, that's right. That must have greatly influenced your decision to want to date him, I'm sure. What did you just say? It's of no matter. Which area of the city do you live in? Well, we're actually from outside the city.
Mom, I told you to wait until I got back to start asking her questions.
There's no need to overreact. I barely asked her anything. Do you really think that I would make the poor girl feel uncomfortable in our first meeting?
Knowing your personality, Mom, it would be weird if you didn't make her feel uncomfortable on your first meeting.
Well, there's no need to make me look bad in front of her now, is there?
You better not have been bothering her, okay, Mom?
Of course I wasn't! How can you ask your mother such a question? Connie, love, was I bothering you? Oh, no, not at all. She was just asking me some very basic questions.
What kind of questions did you ask her? You didn't ask her anything weird like how much her family is worth or anything like that, did you?
Oh, no. I just asked general questions about her family, like what they do for a living and things like that. I don't know why you're making such a fuss. Am I not allowed to ask her such basic questions?
I just want to make sure that Connie is completely comfortable around my family.
And all I've done is try to get to know her better. Is that not what today is meant to be all about?
Does your dad have time next weekend?
Oh, I'm not too sure.
Well, if he does, I was thinking I could go over to your parents' house again and say hi when both of them are there.
Oh, well,
What's wrong? If your parents are busy that weekend, you can just tell me.
it's not that.
Just tell me when they're both free, because I really would like to meet your dad before we introduce our parents to each other.
Well, you see, the truth is,
If there's a problem, I'd really like for you to tell me.
the truth is that my mom is against the idea of us getting married.
She is? She was a little interrogative, but I didn't get the impression that she didn't like me.
It's my problem, and I'll make sure to sort it out, so it's nothing for you to worry about.
I really do think it is something that I should be worried about.
Honestly, it's fine. My mom can just be a little funny about things at times. I will be able to find a way to make her come around.
Can you please just tell me why she was against it? Then I can try and do whatever I can to help. I really would like for her to like me.
Well, she just said that she figured you weren't in the right financial position to be getting married when you're going to need to be spending lots of money on your dad's medical bills.
I see.
She just thought that you wouldn't be a financially viable choice, and she doesn't like the fact that your mom isn't working either. But she doesn't actually know how much your family is worth. If she knew about your dad's assets, she would change her mind about you immediately.
Please don't tell her about that. I told you before that I didn't want my in-laws finding out about my family's money before the wedding. I didn't want them to just give their blessing for this marriage because they want to get their hands on my money.
I know. In that case, I won't say anything.
I had wanted to keep it a secret from you as well, you know.
I know. You know I didn't mean to find out about it.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to take my phone and look at it when I wasn't in the room?
Look, I've told you a million times that I'm sorry about that, okay? It's just that you left it unlocked. I was just going to lock it for you, and then at that moment, that message from your mom came through. That's how I first found out your dad was sick as well. Exactly when were you planning on telling me, anyway?
Well, at that time, we weren't discussing marriage, so I didn't really feel comfortable telling you then. It was only after we realized that my dad probably doesn't have long left that we decided to start thinking about marriage, so that my dad would be able to walk me down the aisle. I thought that I could at least show him that I was happily married before he dies. It was nice that you proposed to me so quickly after finding out that my dad was terminally ill. It really touched me that you were thinking so much about my family.
Well, hopefully he'll live to see us married and to see the birth of his first grandchild. And once we're married, all of your money will become my money. Little do you know, that's the whole reason I proposed to you straight after finding out about your dad.
I really hope we'll be able to make all of that happen.
That's why I'm trying my best to hurry things along with the marriage. I had already decided I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you anyway. But we're not in a position where we can take our sweet time. So I'll do my best to persuade my mom to change her mind as quickly as possible.
Thank you.
So, you are right in saying that we should make sure to find a date to introduce our parents to each other. We need to make sure your dad gets to see you wearing a wedding dress.
Everything does feel like it's going a little fast, but I know that you only have the best intentions, so I won't bring up the whole looking at my phone thing again. But please promise me that you'll be careful when talking to your mom about this, okay?
Don't worry, I will.
So, how are you planning to persuade her to change her mind exactly?
I have my ways. If she sees that I have my heart set on marrying you, she'll cave in eventually. I'm her golden boy and she can't say no to me.
Okay. I guess I'll trust you on this then. I don't know this number. I'll just reject the call. Well, maybe it's someone I know. I guess I'll pick up. Hello?
Hello?
Who is this?
It's Ingrid, Oscar's mom.
Oh? Hi, Ingrid. May I ask how you got my phone number?
I asked my son to give it to me. Are you able to talk right now?
Yes, I suppose so. I was planning on coming to see you and your husband sometime soon anyway.
Because I said I was against this marriage.
Well, yes.
I was planning on telling you myself that I was against the marriage. I'm sorry that you had to hear it from my son instead of straight from the horse's mouth.
Oh, no, it's fine. I understand. I was just a little upset that the reason you were against the marriage was because of my dad's illness.
Well, to be honest, at first I wasn't happy when I heard about that. But then I thought about it for a while, and I realized that I was probably a little too harsh. So I've decided to give my blessing for this marriage after all.
Really? Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. I wouldn't be as cruel as to play with your feelings over something like this.
So is that why you decided to call me today?
Yes, I thought it would be better for me to tell you myself than for you to have to hear it from my son. I thought it would bring us a little closer as well. I also thought if I were in your shoes, I would prefer to hear it directly from me.
Thank you so much, Ingrid. I had no idea that you would be so considerate of me.
I should be apologizing for not being more open-minded in the first place. You must have been very upset because of me, and I feel awful about that. I just want to let you know that I am now officially accepting you as my official daughter-in-law and as a part of my family. Please do tell me if that makes you uncomfortable. I don't want to be coming on too strong.
Oh no, I'm perfectly comfortable with that. Thank you so much for your kind words.
Well, I'm happy that you're happy. I'll let you get back to work now. Talk to you again soon.
Wait a second, Ingrid.
What is it?
I'm sorry if you think this is prying too much, but would you mind telling me what it was that made you change your mind about this all of a sudden?
Well, it was just because I could see how much you two loved each other, and I didn't want to be the one getting in the way of that. I decided that I didn't want to put my relationship with my son in jeopardy by ruining his happiness, and I thought it would be wrong of me to not welcome the woman he loves into my family.
Oh, I see.
So let me know when you're free, and you can come back over and I'll whip up something tasty for you both.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will let you know when I'm next able to come and visit you.
Please do. Honey! Hey, why are you in such a good mood today?
Your mom called me earlier. She told me that you gave her my number.
Yes.
Why didn't you tell me? Your mom told me that she had changed her mind and that she was going to give her a blessing for our marriage.
It's great news, isn't it?
I was so surprised. I guess you managed to persuade her in the end, huh?
Well, you could say that.
What on earth did you say to her in order to make her change her mind? She even said that she would accept me as her daughter-in-law and welcome me into the family. She was so nice to me. It was like talking to a different person from before. She told me that she would make us something nice for dinner and to come over as soon as we can.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. I'm in such a good mood now.
That's good to hear. If you're happy, then I'm happy.
But why didn't you tell me before? If you had gone to all this effort to make sure she gave us her blessing.
I just wanted it to be a surprise. I had no idea that my mom would beat me to it, though.
Well, I suppose if I was going to find out eventually, it doesn't really matter how. But anyway, how did you manage to persuade her?
Huh?
What exactly did you say to her to make her do a complete 180 in such a short space of time?
I told you, didn't I? My parents will always give in to me eventually when they see that I really want something. As long as I stand my ground, they'll always let me have my way.
Is that really it?
Yes, what else could it have been?
It's just that your mom changed her mind so easily after declaring that she was against the marriage, so it just floored me a little.
Well, she realized that giving their blessing to their son so that he can spend the rest of his life with the woman he loves is more important than any scruples she may have had.
I suppose she must have been moved by your sincerity. Did you cry in front of her and everything?
A little.
Anyway, I'm hungry. Let's go get something to eat and then we can carry on talking.
Okay. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Connie. Are you busy right now?
I'm just in the bathroom. I should be able to talk for around 3 minutes or so.
Okay. I'll get straight to the point then. Well, this afternoon, a woman saying she's your future mother-in-law showed up to visit your dad in the hospital the other day.
Oh, really?
I just wanted to check whether she actually is who she was saying she was.
Oscar's mom came to see Dad in the hospital?
Yeah, she did.
Why on earth would she do that? She knows my dad is sick, but she doesn't even know which hospital he's in.
Well, she said that your fiancé told her, apparently. Anyway, there was something she said that felt a little strange to me.
What did she say?
She said not to tell you that she had come to the hospital. And then she even gave us some money towards paying your dad's medical bills.
She did what?
It's not like she offered to pay for everything or anything like that. She just gave us around $500 and then disappeared. I just felt a little taken aback. You're not even married yet, so I didn't feel too comfortable about taking the money.
I just don't understand why she would do that.
It doesn't make sense to you either, huh?
Is she still there?
She left around 15 minutes ago. That's why I'm calling you now. I thought maybe you might know something about why she decided to do this.
I'm as stumped as you are. Oscar didn't even tell me that he told her which hospital Dad was at.
Would you mind talking to her later? Could you ask her not to do things like this because it puts us in an uncomfortable position?
Yes, of course. You both must have been quite taken aback by her appearing out of nowhere. I'll try and get hold of Oscar first and ask him what's going on.
Okay, darling. Hey, Connie.
Where are you right now?
I'm just wrapping up at work for the day. Why are you asking?
By any chance, did you tell your mom which hospital my dad is in?
Oh yeah, I did. Is that a problem?
Well, my mom just called me saying that your mom went to visit my dad in the hospital today.
Oh, really?
Why did you tell her?
I didn't think there would be anything wrong in telling her since she asked. I didn't really think it was a secret or anything, so I just told her.
It's just that my parents were a bit taken aback by the whole thing. After all, this was their first time meeting her.
I think this is just kind of her way of apologizing to you for the way she acted before. She's not the type to directly say that she's sorry. She prefers to show it through her actions. She probably just thought it would be a nice gesture.
Oh, really?
She said that she accepts you as part of the family now, right? Well, I guess you could consider this as her accepting your parents as part of the family as well.
But still, don't you think it's a little weird that she just directly went to the hospital without telling me about it first?
Yeah, I'm also not too sure as to why she did that. I had no idea that she was actually planning on going there. I thought she was just asking me out of curiosity. Did it upset you that she went?
It's just that she gave my parents money and everything, and they didn't really know how to react to that.
Oh, she gave them some money? I wouldn't read too much into it and just see it as her way of saying she's happy to have gained some extended family members. There's no hidden meaning behind her actions or anything, so don't worry too much about it.
Okay. Thanks for reassuring me. I hope you get home safe.
Thanks. See you at the weekend.
Hey, Mom.
Hi there, Connie.
How long until you get here?
I'll be there in around 3 minutes.
Okay, take your time. I'll get the cake ready with Dad and we'll wait for you.
Okay. Are you already there?
Yeah, I'm in the corridor outside Dad's ward right now.
Okay, sweetheart. See you soon.
Okay, Mom.
Say something already, before your wife and daughter get here.
Is that Ingrid's voice? What on earth is she doing here again?
My son told me that you're quite rich in assets. He told me you have lots of properties and make a fortune in passive income. He said you own 2 commercial buildings in your hometown as well as an apartment building near the city.
And why are you so concerned about all that?
Well, I think that you should make your daughter the sole heir to all your property.
And why should I do that?
Don't bother leaving anything to your wife. Just leave it all to your daughter. After all, your wife still has the restaurant.
With all due respect, this is family business, to be sorted out between family.
I suppose you must have gone soft in the head after spending so much time holed up in this place. When you have property assets like that, you should make sure they fall into the hands of someone who knows what best to do with them. All your wife knows how to do is run a restaurant. Do you really think she's going to do a good job of managing all your properties?
I have no idea what you think gives you the right to say all of these things when we barely know each other.
Is that really important when we're going to become one big family eventually anyway? And surely it doesn't really matter to you whether you leave your properties to your wife or to your daughter, does it?
I already told you. This is a family matter that does not concern you. I really don't appreciate you showing up here uninvited, trying to pressure me into making important decisions that have nothing to do with you. My daughter should be arriving soon, so don't you think it would be best for you to just leave?
Think about things rationally, Colin. Your wife is in good health and she could easily sell all of your assets and use that money to run off with another man once you're gone. Or she could keep everything, and the other man could be the one managing all your properties and making the decisions about what happens with your money. For all you know, she could be cheating on you already. Women have needs too, you know. How long have you been in the hospital already? It must have been a while, surely. And I'm sure your wife doesn't always sleep here, does she? Do you really want your assets to end up in the hands of your wife's side piece? At least if you leave everything to your daughter, you will be sure that you're keeping everything in the family.
I would watch your mouth if I were you. How dare you talk about my wife like that? You have no idea how much of an angel she's been and how she stood by my side through thick and thin.
Well, you think you know people, and then they do a 180 on you. I'm telling you, there's no knowing what's going to happen after you die. If you want to ensure the safety of your assets, just leave everything to your daughter and be done with it already.
Please just get out already. Oh my goodness. I feel faint.
Dad? Dad! Is his time up already? Hey! You can't go yet! You can't die until I have it in writing that you're leaving everything to your daughter. Please just wake up already. In fact, I don't even need it in writing. I just need to record you saying it. Hurry up and wake up. I need to get my phone recorder ready. Oh no, where's my phone? Hey! Connie! Hand me your phone for a second, will you? Just get out already! What on earth is wrong with you, Ingrid? It's a relief that your dad is still with us to see another day. But why did you show up so early? What are you doing here? What on earth are your intentions here? What else would I be doing here? I just came to pay your dad a visit. And why would you do that when you barely even know him? I'm not married to your son yet, you know. Just tell me straight. Why have you come here and why are you causing such a fuss? Well, I didn't think I needed to wait to be officially introduced to your parents in order to talk to them. I just wanted to be polite and drop in to say hi. Why are you being so rude to me when I was just trying to be nice? You were just trying to be nice, were you? Then why were you trying to back my dad into a corner and bad-mouthing my mom like that? When did I bad-mouth your mom? You can drop the act now. I was standing in the corridor for that entire conversation and I heard everything you said. Well, you should know better than to lurk behind doors listening to other people's conversations. That's an invasion of privacy, you know. So, you know everything about my family's wealth, huh? I told Oscar to keep it a secret, but I guess he just went and told you anyway. Why on earth would you keep something as important as that secret? Well, exactly how much of it I will receive hasn't been decided yet.
After all, my dad is still with us, and he hasn't made up his mind about what's going to my mom and what's going to me. So I thought it would be better to only tell my husband and in-laws about it when I knew for sure how much of the inheritance was going to be mine.
Well, instead of being all wishy-washy about it, you should have been thinking about how to get your hands on all the inheritance. Do you think your mom isn't thinking about how to get as much as she can for herself? There is no such thing as family when it comes to money, you know.
I did have a feeling that you might be this kind of person, but I really hoped that I wasn't right.
Did you think you were testing us or something like that?
Well, I suppose I should be thanking Oscar. Thanks to him not being able to keep his mouth shut, I was able to find out who you really are.
Excuse me. What did you just say? How on earth could you hound a dying man like that over his inheritance? Are you even human? You do know that we could take you to court over this kind of intimidating behavior, right? Do you not have any kind of conscience? What did you just say to me? You really don't know how to respect your elders properly, do you? I don't see what the problem is here anyway. Surely both parties should be made aware of the other's financial situation once the decision to get married is made. For you to not reveal something as big as that until after marriage would be as good as scamming my poor son.
I did tell him that I wanted to wait until everything was sorted out properly before discussing these things.
And your son is the one who said that it wasn't important and we should just go ahead and get married as soon as possible.
But after seeing the way you've been acting, I think I know why he was so keen to rush the wedding. It wasn't out of consideration for my dad, but because he was after my money this whole time.
My son isn't that kind of person. He said that he would rather die than live a life where he can't marry you. So as his mother, I was moved to tears by his sincerity and decided to give my blessing for this marriage. You should be thanking me for that and going out of your way to be a little nicer to me, don't you think?
Why would I be nice to you when I've just seen how you behave to my dad?
At this rate, you're going to end up making me change my mind about giving you permission to marry my son.
Do you think that now I'm really going to get down on my knees and beg you to give your permission again?
Well, you should. Do you realize what kind of damage calling off an engagement can do to a woman's reputation? And your dad is surely going to be heartbroken. I'm sure you don't want to do that to him when he's already in such a fragile state now, do you?
Well, actually, I think he would be more upset if I did actually go through with marrying into your family. If I tell him that I decided to break off the engagement, he will surely tell me I did a good job and that he's proud of me.
Well, you obviously don't know a single thing about what it feels like to be a parent, then. Let me tell you.
I don't need to hear whatever it is you have to say. I'm going to be calling the engagement off, so you'd better get out of my sight right now.
You can't just say that to me. Anyway, isn't your dad going to die soon anyway? What's so bad about expecting him to tie up his financial loose ends before he kicks the bucket? You all need to be much more practical and not let yourselves get too caught up in your emotions. Are you really okay with not getting a single penny of your dad's money? What did you just do to me? Did you really just shove cake in my face? Are you out of your mind?
Today is my dad's birthday, and all I was doing was getting rid of an unwanted guest. You should have got lost the first time I told you to.
Oh, you're a total psycho.
Get out of here this instant.
Let go of me.
I told you not to come.
I'm sorry, honey. I heard from my mom what happened. This is all my mom's fault. I'll apologize to you 1,000 times over.
Because of you and your mom, my dad's birthday was completely ruined. Do you think I would want to see your ugly mug?
Please, honey. I can't live without you.
If you really loved me as much as you claim to, you wouldn't break the promise you made to me not to say anything about my family's wealth and property. But you still went and told your mom about it. And that's what made her change her mind, isn't it? And what was it that you said to me when I asked you about it? That she was moved to tears by her son's sincerity?
It was the only thing I could think of to say that would actually persuade my mom to let me marry you. If I hadn't mentioned what you might be getting as inheritance from your dad, there's no way in a million years she would have let me marry you.
Well done to you. Thinking about it now, I think you've made the right choice. For the sake of our futures, I mean. Now we can end our relationship before we get married and things don't have to be as messy.
I'm sorry. I know that I'm in the wrong here. I'll talk to my mom again and make her apologize to you as well.
Are you saying you're going to bring your disgrace of a mom in the vicinity of my parents again? Because of you, what was probably my dad's last ever birthday was ruined. We don't know exactly how long he has left, so we've been treating this birthday as if it's his last.
I will go and apologize to your dad then. I'll get down on my knees until your parents forgive me. I really can't live without you. I only told my mom about the inheritance because I was desperate for her to accept you. I really wasn't thinking about getting my hands on that money and property for myself.
I'm sorry, but because of your family, my dad has had to go through a lot of stress. Your mom even said, "He's going to die soon, so what's the big deal?" in front of him, which shows how little respect she has for my family. Marrying into your family now would be as good as turning my back on my dad.
Honey, please, I'll do anything. I'll do whatever you tell me to do.
Then get out of my sight. I don't want to see you ever again. If you don't leave right now, I'll call the police and report you for harassment. My dad was entering stage 4 of his terminal cancer at that time, and we knew that he didn't have much time left. He decided to give up treatments and focus just on pain management instead. I wanted to get married while my dad was still around so that he would be able to see me in a wedding dress, so I rushed my wedding preparations. But instead, I ended up causing my dad even more pain and distress when he was already going through a hard time. After that, my ex-fiancé didn't come to see me again. Probably because he was afraid of being reported to the police. But he did send me a lot of messages. However, most of the messages seemed like they had been written by his mother and not him, because they would say things like, "Don't believe what your mom says. I know that your dad definitely decided to leave you everything."
Hi, Connie. How have you been?
What on earth are the two of you doing here? You had better leave now.
Honey, please, just hear me out.
Don't call me honey! Did I not make it clear enough to you that we are well and truly over? And how on earth did you know that we were holding the wake here?
There's no need to shout. And are we not allowed to come and pay our respects?
I really don't think my dad needs your respects, Ingrid. I think he'll be turning in his coffin at the sight of you two here. So why don't you just get out? Nobody wants you here.
You can't just expect us to leave when we've come all this way. And I gave $500 towards his treatment, did I not? You can't accept that money and then tell me I'm not allowed to come and pay my respects. He was probably able to live an extra few days because of my contribution, you know. I think I deserve some kind of recognition for that.
I sent that dirty money back to you a long time ago.
You sent it back? Well, I haven't received it. Don't lie to me now.
That son of yours probably intercepted it and used it on himself. Like mother, like son. Wasn't it you who said, "There's no such thing as family when it comes to money, Ingrid"? The apple clearly doesn't fall too far from the tree.
What? Oscar, is that true? Did you intercept my $500?
Well, I needed the money to get my car fixed, so...
How dare you use my money on your stupid old car without even asking me first? It wasn't even my money. I borrowed it from your aunt. I already owe her from a few years back, and that woman doesn't forget about a single penny she's owed.
Well, how was I supposed to know that? And besides, didn't you say that money invested in your son is never wasted money?
To hell with that! Of course it's wasted! We're strapped for cash these days, so you shouldn't have been so irresponsible.
If you're just going to fight, could you please be so kind as to do it outside?
What's going on here?
Mom,
Oh, hi, Wilma! Do you remember me?
So what if I do?
Well, it's not as if I'm a complete stranger or anything. I thought it was only right for me to come here today.
Well, I think this has been a wasted trip for you, I'm afraid. I have no doubt that my husband would not have wanted you here.
Oh, there's no need to be like that. Even if your daughter doesn't seem capable of behaving properly, surely you have the much better judgment. Surely it's better to have our support as your extended family during these difficult times.
What are you talking about?
Well, there's no way that the two of you are going to be able to navigate society by yourselves, being two so very vulnerable women. I'm sure your dearly departed husband would want the two of you to be taken care of properly.
What on earth are you trying to say?
Now, there's no need to be angry. You understand what I'm saying, don't you, Wilma? Hey, Wilma, where are you going? I'm not finished talking!
Please get out. My mom is on the verge of collapsing, and the last thing she needs to deal with right now is you.
By the way, what happened with the inheritance in the end? Has everything been sorted with the lawyer already? If it hasn't been sorted already, I can offer some advice, you know. I have a lot of knowledge about these matters.
Both of you are completely sick in the head. Nothing but a pair of unhinged psychos. How dare you come to my husband's wake and still blatantly show that you're coveting his wealth?
It's okay, Mom. I'm calling the police on them.
You can't do that to us, Connie. Think about it. Think about your lives from now on all by yourselves. How are you and your mom meant to cope with this profound loss? I won't say let's get married, but please just let me support you and be by your side whilst you go through this difficult time. I'm saying this because I really care about you. I don't have any ulterior motives here. All I want to do is take care of you. I'll do anything for you.
Really? You'll really do anything for me?
Connie, don't tell me you actually believe this weasel.
Mom, Dad was so happy when he heard I was going to get married, wasn't he? He said he could finally leave this world in peace.
Well, yes, he did, but...
You can see how sincere my poor son's feelings are here. There's no need to doubt him now. You won't regret giving him another chance. We will help you tidy up after the wake today.
Oh no, there's something else you can do for me that would mean much, much more to me, Oscar.
What is it? As I said, I will do anything you ask of me. I would go to the moon and back for you, Connie.
Well, my dad is going to be lonely going to the next life all by himself, isn't he? So why don't you become his little travel companion?
What do you mean by that?
Well, you know how in lots of cultures it was normal for servants, friends, pets, or even other family members to be buried with the man of the house when they passed away? As time passed, they generally started to replace them with statues because they thought it was a bit inhumane to keep burying these poor people alive. But I think that it's best to stick to the traditional ways. Don't you agree? And what better way to demonstrate your love to me and your respect for my family than pledging to offer yourself up to be my dad's eternal companion?
What? Are you saying that you want me to be buried alive with your dad?
I'll give your family $10,000 as compensation, of course.
Oh, well, that is a lot of money.
Mom!
I'm just thinking what I could do with that money. All the designer clothes and bags I could have.
But Mom, your son would have to die in order for you to get that money. Are you really saying that money is more important to you than my life?
Oh, it's fine. You could survive down there for a couple of hours. I would just come at night and dig you up again. You see people do those kinds of things in movies all the time.
But if you can't dig me up in time, are you telling me to just die down there so you can get your money? Mom, are you even human? Do you even have a heart? Are you seriously thinking of selling your son's life? Am I really worth no more than $10,000 to you? Now I'm starting to think that you would have even sold me for $1,000.
I told you it's fine. I'll figure something out. Here, Connie. Go ahead and take my son. I offer him up as a sacrifice. You can change your mind later about the money, okay? Don't worry, Oscar. I'll come and dig you up before you suffocate. 6 feet under isn't really that deep. You'll be fine. I'm sure you'll be able to dig yourself out soon enough anyway.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.